guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Crow, and I kind of alluded to this video, not kind of, I did. I alluded to this video in my what I eat in a day, my last what I eat in a day video that went up. I will link that in the cards if you're interested. But we're doing a smoothie detox, friends. So this is definitely like a different type of video for my channel, especially considering that it's not like, this is not like a low carb smoothie detox. I will tell you how this all like came about. So I've kind of been thinking about like different challenges, if you will, that I could do on my channel. Different ways that I can kind of challenge myself with what I'm eating, but also like change up my content. So things that I've been considering are like going vegetarian low carb for a week, going vegan low carb for a week, just, you know, making things a little bit more exciting around here. And also fun for me. Like, I feel like those videos would be fun to film, fun to edit. I also think like it's not terrible to have a break from meat or dairy. So those things were kind of going in my head, and for whatever reason, I think because I was thinking about like challenges and you know, oh, can you eat this for this amount of time? I thought of this smoothie detox that Cernan and I used to do when we would come home from vacations. I want to say we've done this maybe 3 to 5 times years ago. And it was in a book that I had. I think it was it was like an exercise book, like weight loss book, you know, like kind of like a from head to toe, like mental, physical, and then like physical activity, and then what you're eating. And they have kind of like a smoothie reset. I think that this particular guy called it like a reset diet. And it was, I want to say it was 3 days as well. And basically you just have smoothies, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have smoothies, and there are certain snacks you're allowed to have like in between. So we have done that a handful of times and loved it. It's like the perfect reset from eating a bunch of junk. And in the past, you know, we've definitely been like on certain diet bandwagons and then off and on and off. And we just found this to be like the perfect turning a new page. You know, we've been on a cruise for a week, or we've been, you know, we tried this when we were living in Seattle. So it was like, oh, we went back home to San Diego for X amount of days, ate all the Mexican food we wanted. Now we need like, let's like reset before we jump to paleo. We did paleo for a little bit, or, you know, Whole30 or something like that. So that kind of was going through my mind when I was thinking about different type of food content that I could bring to my channel, and it just coincided with us going on a staycation, and a decent sized staycation. 4 days. 4 days of me eating all the chips and nachos and french fries, and what else did I eat? It was a lot of processed carbs. So it was a lot of, I just had to go around and take care of something for Daisy. It was a lot of processed carbs, heavy fatty foods, and I drank anything and everything that I wanted to drink. So it's the perfect time to do something like this. I started attempting to find that one that Cernan and I had done before because we enjoyed it so much, and to no avail. I could not for the life of me remember the author of that book. I couldn't remember what the book was called. So I just took to Pinterest and started typing in like different keywords, and I found the Dr. Oz 3-day detox cleanse. So it is a like smoothie cleanse. It's not a juice cleanse, because I didn't want that. The reason that smoothie cleanse kind of worked in the past was because they were very hearty smoothies. They were chock full of things that kept me satisfied. So I didn't want a juice cleanse. I needed something that was like a little more substantial. So I found this Dr. Oz cleanse. I read 2 articles about it. I read multiple blog posts of people that had done it, their thoughts, their concerns, what they liked about it, what they didn't. And I decided this is perfect. Like, this is what we're gonna do. It's 3 days. It's not like a week-long thing. 3 days is completely doable. And so that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna put the infographic up on the screen so that you guys can kind of follow along as I'm talking about it. You know, each day that this is happening, I'm not going to be breaking down the drinks by ingredient, but this is the first the first day, the first kind of introduction, so I'm gonna be going a little bit more into detail. Okay, so you can see here that he breaks it down by day. You have your morning detox tea every day, which is just green tea, lemon, stevia. Then you have your breakfast drink. That's water, flaxseed, raspberries, banana, spinach, almond butter, and lemon. You take your vitamins, and then you have your lunch drink, which is celery, cucumber, kale, green apple, lime, coconut oil, almond milk, and pineapple. You take the other half of your vitamin. He suggests taking half of your multivitamin before lunch and then half after. Then you have your snack, which is any of the 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner drinks. For us, that's going to be a repeat of the breakfast drink because almost every blog post I read said that the breakfast drink was the most delicious, and that all of the posts that I read said that was the drink that they had as their snack because it was the one that was the tastiest. So I opted to do that. So we'll be having the breakfast drink again. And then around dinner, you have the dinner drink, which is mango, blueberries, coconut water, kale, lemon, avocado, cayenne, and flax seeds. And then the last step is a detox bath. The detox bath is the only thing that I'm like, about. I just feel like when it comes around to that time when I would have time to take a bath, frequently, like I'm editing videos or I'm catching up on laundry or I'm catching up on cleaning or something like that. So I feel like that's the only one that might be kind of hit or miss. And then I think I'm going to do a detox tea at night. I need like some kind of like nightcap. And if I can't have a glass of wine or like decaf coffee or something, I feel like the detox tea would be an appropriate kind of end of night beverage. So that's that, friends. That is our plan for the next 3 days. I did prep the breakfast and lunch drinks already. I chopped everything and put everything in Ziploc bags minus whatever liquid went in. So like the breakfast drink has the lemon juice and water. Like I didn't add that to the bag. I added it this morning like in the blender. But everything else is prepped. I didn't prep the dinner because that's a time where I normally am like have time. Like that's a time of day where, especially once Daisy's down, I will have time to chop and do all that stuff. So before we jump into this morning, let's talk about weight. Oh my God. I know that a lot of what I gained is water weight. I'm also supposed to start my period in about 4 days. So I have said many a time my weight always fluctuates like 3 to 5 pounds right before I'm supposed to start my period. And then for the majority of the part that I'm on it. But I was 144 on the dot, 144.0 before we went on vacation. And now I'm 150.6. So that's a 6.6 pound gain. It is Wednesday today, so we were on vacation Friday to Monday. I ate whatever I wanted all those days. Yesterday I was low carb all day. So today, Wednesday, that's what I'm coming at you with. I'm mortified. Like, I don't know the last time I was that heavy, but that's what 4 days of eating trash will do to you. So I'm just ready to do this detox, get my head right, and jump right back into low carb. I don't want anyone to think that like I'm not doing low carb anymore or whatever. No, that's not the case. I just want like a general reset, realignment, diet-wise. And then we're just gonna jump right back into the groove and get right back on the low carb wagon. So this morning I had my detox tea. It was actually delicious. I'm not a hot tea drinker. Like I've said this before, I think like hot tea is glorified water. Like I just am not really a fan, but it was really, really good. I felt like it was a really great way to start my day. It was tasty. I like that it's not just drink this plain green tea. You know, you can add some lemon juice, add some stevia, and I really enjoyed it. And now I've taken a few sips of this, the breakfast drink, as he calls it, the breakfast smoothie. And it's so good. I can see why this is a favorite of people who have done this before, because it's very sweet, but not overly so, and it's very tart. It's a lot of raspberries. Honestly, the only negative thing I have read about this 3-day detox is that the lunch drink is really hard to get down. Pretty much everyone said that it fills you up. That's not an issue. It's just that the taste is rough. So I'm not really looking forward to that. I'm kind of curious now to see like what it's gonna taste like. So how I plan on filming this is giving you like, today's obviously different because I have to give this whole intro spiel. I'm gonna check in with you guys in the morning and at night. And then for the midday stuff, so like the lunch drink, the snack drink, I'm going to, you know, put in the video me like either making it or drinking it or whatever, along with like a timestamp so you can kind of see the times that I'm doing these various things. But in terms of like how I'm feeling and my energy levels and if the drink was good or bad, you won't know that till the end of the day. That's just gonna be easier for me in terms of like time management and just like not having to pick up the camera and talk so frequently throughout the day. So it's currently 9:45. I'm gonna drink that down. We're going to the pool today, so I have to get both of us in suits and pack all of our stuff and all that jazz. And I will see you when I have my lunch drink. All right, y'all, it's currently 8:45. I am finishing up my dinner smoothie. We just ate late. Daisy was up later because she napped, and Cernan had a late meeting tonight, so that's just kind of how things happened. But I wanted to do like kind of a summary of the day. I will put up on the screen if I end up having another detox tea. Remember I mentioned this morning that although that's not on the like agenda, the like what we're supposed to be doing, I might have that. I feel like it's gonna kind of curb any cravings that I would have for like a late night coffee or a glass of wine or like a dessert thing. So I'm gonna drink that if I feel like I need to. So you guys saw me kind of throughout the day drink the smoothies. And along with like the timestamps, I thought that was important because I wanted you guys to see like how staggered I did everything. All right, so let's start by talking about just all of the smoothies and then like taste and stuff, and then we will get into like how I'm feeling. So the breakfast smoothie is definitely my favorite. It's absolutely delicious. You guys know when I checked in with you this morning, I was raving about it, and even after having the lunch and the dinner one, that one is my favorite. It's just like a perfect balance of sweet and tart, and it's delicious. The lunch one tastes fine. It's the texture that is like, I don't want to say makes it hard to eat, but it's like once you're halfway through, it's like, oh God. Like it you know, there's celery, there's kale. It is sweet, you know, it has green apple in it, it has pineapple in it. But texture wise, it's rough. I had to add a little bit extra almond milk on that one because it was just so thick. Initially I gave it to, when I took it to Cernan in his office, I gave him a spoon because I'm like, this is not gonna fit through a straw. And then I forgot we have like the wide smoothie straws, which is like what I'm using in this cup. And that works like totally fine. The one perk to kind of like it being difficult to eat after halfway through is that it lasts you a long time. And again, I wasn't like choking it down. It wasn't disgusting. It was just, it is a texture. So that was kind of my thought about that. And then I had the breakfast smoothie again as my snack smoothie. No complaints. And then this dinner smoothie is absolutely delicious. Definitely close runner-up to the breakfast one. This one has mango, it has tons of blueberries, and then the cayenne pepper. It just gives it this like really subtle kick, and it's so good. Like, I'm very impressed with how all of these taste, even the lunch one. These are completely doable smoothie recipes. So let's talk about how I'm feeling, and then I have a couple other things I want to get into. How I'm feeling. I'm feeling great. I want food, but I'm not hungry. And that's the key. Like, that's a mental thing, you know? I've always kind of said, even with like intermittent fasting and stuff, like if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. And you know, going into this, I kind of had like the same mindset, like I'm going to push myself if it's like a mental hurdle, because sometimes with fasting it's like that too. You just have to get over, you know, the head game. But if my stomach is growling and I'm hungry, like I'm throwing in the towel, and then I will tell you guys, and that's how it is. But I'm not hungry. I am satisfied. I just like want food. Like I just want to chew something. And I'm thinking it's just, you know, it's the first day. And it's only 3 days. Like we can do this. We can do this. We'll get through it. Energy wise, I'm feeling fantastic. I feel great. Truly, like no complaints. I have not been hungry all day. I have not had a lull in energy all day. I mean, especially coming off of just like processed carbs, this doesn't surprise me because I'm obviously cutting all of that out. So 2 quick things I want to touch on before I let you guys go, and then check in with you tomorrow morning. Water. So there's no recommendation for how much water you should drink, and I hate water. If you're new around here, I don't like water. I can't stand it. I don't drink it as much as I should. So today for water, I had 2 of the like slim cans of LaCroix, and then I had 2 of these. These are about, I can't figure out if they're 16 or 18 ounces. I had 2 of these, which for me is a lot of water. I did use the stevia, the sweet leaf like water enhancers. I cannot just drink straight water, but it kind of hit me this morning and I'm like, oh my God, I should probably be drinking water while I'm doing this. So whatever, if it mucks it up, you know, the process or whatever, doing the water enhancer, it mucks it up. But I feel like it's more important that I get that water in. And then one last thing I wanted to chat about, because I don't think I mentioned it this morning. I'm not doing this to lose weight. Like I just want to put that out there. Like if I lose weight, bonus, like sweet deal, great. But I'm doing it to just like reset. I'm doing it to kind of have like a clean slate when it comes to like entering back into like low carb foods, because it's, for me, what I've noticed being low carb now is if you're going more than like 2 days, if you're going more than like 2 days of being like off plan and then switching back to low carb, it's really hard, because versus like switching back to keto, because you have so much wiggle room when it comes to carbs, where for keto it's like, okay, like I know what I'm eating today. I'm like not consuming any carbs, and that's not how it is with low carb, because you have all of that. With me, I allow myself 100 net, so I have all that wiggle room. So it's like, well, I could have like, I don't know, crackers, or I could have some rice or some beans or whatever. And so I just feel like it's that switch in my brain is a little bit trickier coming off of 4 days of eating shit, just to put it bluntly. So I just wanted to get that like across. Like I told you guys how much I weigh because I'm curious to see if I will lose weight, but like I'm not doing this for weight loss purposes. I'm doing this for like mental body reset purposes. Okay, so I will see you in the morning. I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow, like I don't see why it's necessary to have like so many clips of me pouring in a smoothie and then like shoving a straw in my mouth. So I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow is just do a morning update for like how I feel in the morning. Probably around the same time, like when I'm finishing up my tea and doing the breakfast smoothie, and then doing like a nighttime update. It'll kind of save time when it comes to the video, because I don't want this to be so long, but also like will probably save you brain cells, because you don't need to be watching me prepping, you know, how many 12 smoothies over the next couple days. So I will catch up with you in the morning. All right, friends, I'm here for a morning check-in. It's Thursday. It's smoothie, I always want to say cleanse, and that's not the word I want to use. Smoothie Detox Day 2. It's 10:07. I had my green tea this morning around 8:45, 9-ish, and I'm still working on my breakfast smoothie. I feel fantastic. I woke up hungry, but not starving. Like I kind of woke up how I would normally wake up, you know, eating low carb, where I'm like, okay, yeah, I want something this morning. Like it's not just gonna be a cup of coffee, it's gonna be like a piece of my keto toast, or, you know, and scrambled egg or something like that. So that wasn't anything like out of the ordinary. I'm feeling great. I'm down on the scale. I'm not gonna share how much. I'm not gonna share like my final number until until the last day, but I am down on the scale, which is giving me kind of like somewhat of a push to keep going. I know I said I'm not doing this for weight loss, which I'm not, but like, I'm not gonna be mad that the scale is lower. So that's definitely kind of giving me a push, and yeah, we're just gonna keep it trucking today. My assumption is that kind of my like times that I, you know, drank my smoothies yesterday will probably carry over into today. The only thing I can see being different is that my dinner one might be a little bit earlier, because we really only ate late yesterday due to Cernan's meeting and Daisy going to bed later. So that might change, but I'm feeling really good, and I'm really proud of myself that I'm like sticking to it and doing it. And I just like that it's 3 days. I feel like that's very manageable. So you know, we're not talking like a week-long juice cleanse. It's like 3 days of smoothies. It's not, it is completely, I feel like a manageable thing. Honestly, the only thing that I'm kind of like, ooh, I wish I could have that, is coffee. I really wish I could have coffee. I just want like a creamy, sweet, caffeinated beverage. So that's kind of like, ooh. And I even thought today, like, we're gonna go run up to the store. We're gonna make like homemade hot chocolate. We read a book all about hot chocolate, and so Daisy and I are gonna run up to the store and get stuff for that. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna be out, I should swing through Starbucks. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. you can't have coffee. You can't get, you know, a delicious cold brew or something. Anyways, so this is the only like daytime check-in I'm gonna do. I won't speak to you guys until tonight, after, maybe during my dinner smoothie, but so far so good. All right, friends, it is 8 o'clock on day 2. I just poured this. This is weird, but I'm gonna take a bath and have this just chilling on the side. Can't have a glass of wine in the tub, so I'm gonna have that in the bath. I gotta say, I almost like the dinner one more than the breakfast one. It's a little bit sweeter, I think, because of the mango, and that it has so many blueberries in it. And then, like I said last night, I love that like kick of the cayenne. It's so good. So wrap up of today, I feel fantastic. I feel great. Yesterday I said that I wanted food even though I wasn't hungry. Today I didn't even want food. I was completely satisfied. I drank the 3 smoothies, the breakfast smoothie as my snack smoothie. How many times can I say smoothie? I drank 2 of those blue 16 to 18-ish ounce tumblers of water. And yeah, that was it. I am planning on having my detox tea tonight. I had that last night before I went to bed, and it just was like a nice nightcap. So I'm gonna do that again tonight, and then tomorrow will be the last day. I mean, I'm ready to like eat food again, but I'm not like, I just thought at this point I would be like, I need food, and I don't feel that way. So that's good. I've had energy. I do really want coffee. I'm still in the same boat when it comes to that. Like Daisy and I went to the store today, and we read a book. I think, did I say this morning? I can't remember if I told you this morning. We read a book about, it was a Dora the Explorer book, and they made hot chocolate. And so we went and got stuff for hot chocolate, and we were in the milk section. And I just went to like the straight up regular grocery store. Like I went to Vaughn's, and just the creamers, all of the seasonal creamers, and not that I would normally pick that up anyway. I mean, I might get like a pumpkin spice creamer or something to jazz it up, but I don't normally drink use this in my coffee anyway, but I was just like, I want coffee. More because I like the taste of it. It's part of my routine, not because of the caffeine. I haven't been feeling like sluggish, like I need like a jolt of something, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and I will pick up the camera again in the morning. All right, friends, it's Friday. It's day 3. It's the last day of this smoothie challenge. Quick, just editing note. I did not have the green tea last night like I thought I would, like I did the night before. I was just too tired. After I chatted with you guys, I took a bath. I took a nice long bath, and then got in bed and like was on my computer for a bit on Pinterest and then just crashed. So no green tea last night. This morning I woke up similarly to yesterday, hungry, not starving. I had my green tea. I actually still have like a smidge left, and I just made my breakfast smoothie. It's about 9:30. Daisy and I are about to get changed, pack up, and head to the pool, and I'm gonna take my smoothie with me because that just like makes the most sense. And yeah, I'm down on the scale again this morning. I told myself after yesterday, I was like, don't weigh yourself tomorrow, just wait until Saturday, you know, to like surprise yourself and see. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm gonna weigh myself. I'm down again, so that's very exciting. Just, you know, a bonus. And yeah, I'm excited to finish out this detox plan. And I'm going grocery shopping today, which is gonna be tricky because I feel like I'm just gonna want to buy everything. I feel like I'm just repeating like everything that I said yesterday, but reiterating what I said yesterday or maybe even the day before. Like I'm like ready to eat normal food again. I'm not like I need it, but I'm definitely ready for it. So I feel like I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and just start throwing everything in my cart. As if that wasn't a problem before. I've been doing like a 3-day cleanse and now it's like all the food. But yeah, I am going to finish out this 3-day challenge, and then I will check in with you guys tonight, and then my like last check-in will be tomorrow morning. I'll kind of do like a roundup, what I thought about it, how I felt, if I would recommend it, and then like a kind of final weigh-in, even though again I'm not doing this for weight loss purposes. But I still think it's interesting to know, especially if you're curious about trying it, just to see if there's any success, you know, when it comes to dropping a few pounds. So yeah, I will check in with you guys. All right, friends, it is 7:45. I just finished the dinner smoothie, the dinner beverage. It was delicious. I'm about to take a bath because I feel like it, and let's talk about today. Today, Cernan and I both actually, we had pretty gnarly headaches. I took ibuprofen, what time was that at? Maybe around like 12:30, and it went away, but I think it's because of the caffeine withdrawal. You know, I have a pretty hefty cup of coffee in the morning, sometimes even one in the afternoon, and I just think I'm not used to the lack of caffeine that I'm getting. While green tea does have caffeine, like 1 cup a day is not nearly as much caffeine as I would get in like multiple cups of coffee. So I think that kind of was the reason for those headaches earlier for both of us. I did go grocery shopping today, and I wanted to eat everything when I got home. Like this should be like the tagline for this series is like, I wasn't hungry, but I wanted food. Like I feel like I've had many of those, you know, that feeling come up many times, and that definitely happened today where I was like laying out everything for my grocery haul and like about to, you know, film myself looking at all this cheese and crackers, and like I don't know, I really wanted food, but it didn't break. I didn't have anything. So yeah, I will put up on the screen right now if I end up having green tea tonight. I'm not sure. I was like convinced I was gonna have it last night, and then it didn't have it at all. Tonight I feel like I will because it's Friday night. I'm probably gonna be up late. But I will put it up on the screen, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow will be like wrap up how I have felt about the whole experience, my like final weight, and all that jazz. So we will talk. All right, friends, it is Saturday morning. It's still morning, yeah, it's 11:10. I have just been, I'm still in the, yes, I'm in the shirt that I wore last night. I have just been doing a ton of stuff around the house. Daisy is with my father-in-law having a little Lolo time, and Cernan is out at Costco, and I just have been getting chores done. Oh my God, the sun. Okay, there we go. So I'm just like giving you reasons why I look like trash right now. So let's kind of give like my last thoughts, my final thoughts, kind of a nice little wrap up, put a little bow on it, on this smoothie cleanse, and then talk about where my weight landed this morning. So overall thoughts, I really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed it, truly and completely. The only negative that I really experienced throughout the entire thing was lack of coffee. The fact that I couldn't have coffee, which is like such an easy thing to get over when we're talking about 3 days. If we're talking like a week, I feel like, ugh, that's pushing it. 3 days, I mean, that is completely doable. And I know I've just been sounding like a broken record over and over and over, but I feel like this cleanse is so, it's so different. I just feel like the word cleanse has this connotation of like, I'm doing a juice cleanse, I'm drinking lemon water with cayenne, you know? And it's like, no, this was a smoothie cleanse, and it was hearty and it was satisfying, and I didn't feel deprived in the slightest. Not once was my stomach like grumbling. You know, there were those couple mornings when I woke up hungry, but like I wasn't starving, I wasn't ravenous. And you know, bottom line is that I feel good, which is the point. This was meant to be a reset. This was meant to be a restart before I jump back into low carb. And frankly, because it's like a reset, you know, I've gone back and forth when it comes to tracking. I was like on a tracking kick there for a while, and I loved it, and then I fell out of love with it. And I'm gonna go back to tracking, and I mean, I've been really focused on carbs, obviously, especially when I switched from keto to low carb. You know, first I was really paying attention to carbs, then I was really paying attention to my protein and fat, and now I'm gonna mainly be focusing on carbs, but also calories. I wanna make sure that I have that calorie deficit at the end of the day, especially because I'm not where I wanna be. I'm not where I wanna be right now. So I, frankly, like, would give this cleanse like or detox, I hate the word cleanse, detox. I would give this detox program like a 9 out of 10. I mean, I powered through the whole not, you know, having coffee thing. It wasn't even the first day that we did it. It was like this, what, second and third day where I was like craving coffee, and then yesterday I had that headache. I think it's great. I think it's a great thing to do if you are just needing not just a reset, but if you need like a jump start, you know, if you need to be really dedicated to something, and you just got to get your mind right and kind of get your head in the game when it comes to eating better, I think this is great. 2 just kind of tips I would give. It definitely helped that I prepped the breakfast smoothie, the lunch smoothie, and the snack smoothie. For me, it's not even a laziness thing. I think that could partly play into it. It's more of a time thing, a time constraint. You know, breakfast and lunch, I'm also trying to like feed a 3-year-old. So I think part of being successful with this is definitely having things prepped. And that worked for me. Having those 3 prepped, and then dinner, just, you know, doing it each night. There's no way I would have been able to complete this without that. I could just see myself getting frustrated with not having the time, with having to rush, and probably a part of me being a little lazy and then just throwing in the towel. Also, those 2 out of the 3 nights where I had the green tea at night, that really helped. Like I mentioned in the video, I'm used to taking a bath and having a glass of wine, or you know, jumping in bed, scanning Pinterest, and having, I look over there because my nightstand's right there, and that's where I usually have my like decaf cup of coffee, or I don't know, sometimes a hard seltzer, or like whatever. It's part of my routine, and so instead of just like twiddling my thumbs and thinking about, oh, I could be having that cup of decaf, or oh, I could be having that dessert thing, that dessert item, having that green tea at the end of the night like was a saving grace. So wait, when we started this on Wednesday, I was 150.6. I weighed in this morning, which is Saturday, and I was 147.4. I lost 3.2 pounds. That is insane. Again, I didn't do this to lose weight. I did it for like me and like my mental clarity, and just getting prepped to like dive back into being on like a routine of eating low carb. But that's amazing. You know, I'm very, close to where I want to be. I want to be 140. I've been there before, and that's what I want to get to. And when I'm in this like, you know, 5 to 10 pound range of being where I want to be, it's a snail's process in terms of like time. It just takes me so long to get back there, no matter how well I'm eating. And to lose 3.2 pounds in 3 days is amazing, and it's the kind of kick that I need to want to continue and to want to start up back on low carb, you know, in a way in which I'm really paying attention to what I'm eating. I'm tracking, I'm passing on, you know, I don't know, those extra crackers, or maybe I want a second glass of wine and I don't have it, you know, that type of thing. So I am just like over the moon. Like I'm just ready. I'm ready to start anew after 4 days on my staycation of eating crap, which I do not regret in the slightest. It was the best 4 days I've had in a long time, especially given the year that we're having. But I'm ready. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Normally we keep things very low carb, very like normal food eating habits around here. And drop me a comment down below. Is this something you're interested in trying? Have you done something like this before? Let me know. I definitely could see myself doing this every couple months. I think once a month is a little much, but I definitely see myself in the future doing this every couple months. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for a grocery haul. Bye, friends.